past few months I've been waking up every night at the witching hour, around 3 or 4 a.m. This can be a magical, creative time, the time when we can receive mass downloads and divine inspiration. And the ideas fairies won't let me sleep. If you've read Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Big Magic, then you will have heard about the ideas fairies, where ideas are fairies who want to manifest into our world. They knock on your door and bother you incessantly until you put the idea into action, so it can become real and a solid thing. However, if you don't respond and they get impatient and bored knocking on your doors, they'll desert you and try someone else. Sometimes then you may experience that thing that happens when you have an idea for something, but alas have no time, and then lo and behold someone else does the exact same thing a few months later and you think, damn, I was going to do that. Anyway, every night 3 a.m. those thoughts start racing around my head and there's no escape, even though I've tried, believe me. So for now, I just need to go with it and embrace the flow while attempting to bring as many ideas as possible out into the world. The last time this happened to me was in 2017, when we were house-sitting for 3 months on the Great Orme overlooking the Victorian seaside town of Llandudno in North Wales. We were taking care of 3 crazy dogs and a parrot named Rover. The parrot fell head over heels for James and sat pooping on his shoulder for the majority of our stay, which wasn't always terribly convenient for him. Anyway, I didn't realise until halfway through our stay that the Great Orme is where Lewis Carroll got inspired to write the Alice in Wonderland stories, and indeed met his real-life Alice character, who lived down in the town itself. Some of the rock formations in this wild and island-like landmass became other characters in the books too. I wonder if those same ideas fairies were the ones that kept me awake at night during my stay there. Ponder, ponder. I even wrote a poem, which is most unusual, as I'm definitely no poet. It's the first video I ever recorded and shared with the intention to start my YouTube channel there and then. But I got shy and hid away for 3 more years. I painted the ideas fairy who helped me write that poem whilst living there, and she now lives with a very magical lady who bought her for her B&B here in Glastonbury. The prints are one of my top sellers too. But beware, she might keep you up all night with inspirations and ideas, especially around 3 a.m. when she's at her most active. Maybe I should put a warning sign on the description of her.
Spiders are hiding in my mind like lightning in clouds, dividing and fighting, begging to be let out. What more can you ask for? You've made of me your long-lost brother, so how can I be all that you want me to be? I'm your doctor and your lover. Well, you are standing in blood. You constantly hurt.
So this is the situation. Yeah, we've got one trouser up. This is the look for the day. Completely intentional, of course. Could catch on. So I feel like this morning I need to make myself a to-do list because, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all the different projects I've got going on right now. But that's okay. I enjoy that. I'm flying on high energy at the minute, even though I'm not sleeping hardly at all, which is
strange because normally if I don't sleep I don't have any energy, but I'm a little bit the opposite at the moment. I don't know if it was the full moon or something like that, but there's definitely a lack of sleep going on, so I might not make that much sense this week, but we'll see. So so over here, if I can just, over here behind all this stuff, I have my September to-do list. Well, it's now October, so I need to review that. And I've also got this board over here, this blackboard with a list which I haven't touched since March, so there's a couple of things on that list that I haven't ticked off, so I need to review that as well, and then that will really help me stay organised for the next month, because obviously we're into October now, which is great. So here's the state of the studio. I left last night, so the last couple of days in the studio I've actually worked into the evening, which has been really nice because I've been feeling really creative and in full flow. And this painting here, she's not finished and I need to work on her face still, but I've just been doing some more layers over her body and things like that. So yeah, she's in progress, and she hasn't been touched for about a year, maybe little bits and bobs. And then this little one down here is a little commission for somebody, and the lady wanted red hair, so I've just changed her hair colour, and I really like her with red hair. I prefer her with red hair than I do how I originally painted her, so that's nice. And then I've got some more little squares over here, the little canvas squares that I do. These two are for somebody, and then these three I can put in the shop once they're finished anyway, so I might work a little bit more on that, finish that one off, that needs more coats of varnish, and certainly finish the two commissions and see how far I get with those. And then apart from that, I'd quite like to paint the wall over there and fill in some holes, because it's a bit of a scruffy wall, that one, and I wanted to make it like a gallery wall of my finished paintings. Over here is kind of like my unfinished paintings, but then that wall could be some finished paintings, I don't know, but I can't really be bothered to paint it, to be honest, so I might not bother. So yes, I am going to continue with my organising my head and to-do list first, and then I'll see where I'm at.
Just look up and I'll be watching over you. I'll be smiling down on you.
So I pretty much spent the rest of the day working on my paintings, especially finishing off these canvas squares. These actually started out when I was making a sign for a market I was doing, and I wanted to have a little personalised sign with the unexpected gypsy on it for my stall. So I glued down. I had some spare prints, some reproductions of some of my paintings, and I think I picked the wedding of the Fairy King, and I made a sign for my stall out of them, where I wasn't really intending selling them, but then quite a few people saw them and liked them and said, "Oh, will you make me one?" So I started making some for sale and put them in the shop. But most of them sold actually before they went in the shop, and I can pretty much make one of these little canvas squares out of any of my paintings. So I just use a nice quality reproduction, and then I carefully adhere it to the canvas and then paint over the top so it looks like a unique piece of original art, even though it's basically a reproduction, and then I paint over it. So of course they don't take me as long, so I can make them at a really reasonable price. And obviously original artwork is a lot more expensive, so it's more accessible if somebody wants one of my paintings. And I really enjoy customizing them and making them unique for each order. So it's quite a joy of mine to have 3 or 4 of these on the go at the same time.
So long silent movies, the quiet dances on the screen. So long to burning slowly, smelling sweat and kerosene. And all the actors on the stage are rolling cigarettes and whispering so low. Call my parents up, tell them I'm not coming home. So long silent movies, to waking early, staying late. I think I'll head on down to Reno and try my hand at real estate. And I'll fix up a Cadillac and find a girl who likes to dance so slow. Call my parents up, tell them I'm already home. But I swear I've seen my share of black and white. And I swear this screen never tells the story right. So long silent movies and all the talking in between. Cleaning dust off of the press box and fixing broken tape machines. Wasn't much of an actor, was I? I ain't much of anything at
watching, but it's so hard to get to you. 'Cause when you see the sun, I see the moon. Buckets of water, millions of clouds, miles of road just to get where you are. Oh, I wish it wasn't so far. Thousands of dollars just to be near. Countless thoughts of you being here. Oh, I wish it wasn't so hard. But maybe one day we can break the distance.
So I've been in the studio all day and I think I'm going to go home in a minute. The main priority today was to get to the post office, so pack and post the orders I had. And I did that. I didn't go to my usual post office because I'm in the studio, so I had to go to a different post office, which was a little bit stressful in a way. Anyway, my other job for today was to go to the shops to buy some of the little square canvases. So some more of these canvases, little chunky ones that I really like, and I've run out, so I had to go to the shop to get those. And also I needed a few other bits and bobs. I haven't been to that shop for 7 months. And I picked up some extra fairy lights because I took my fairy lights home at lockdown and they now need to stay in my home studio, so I had to buy some more for this studio. So I did that, and I haven't done any more on the commissions today, nor have I done anything on the Big Mermaid today. I've started my Inktober with the first prompt was fish. So yeah, I promised myself that I'll do a few of the prompts. I never do them all. I think last year I did less than 10, so less than a third of them. And I don't spend very long on them. But I wanted to do an Art Nouveau fish for the first one, so I've started it anyway. I'd like to do some more inky layers on him, but there. So I've been working on that, and that's about it for today. So I'm thinking I'm going to do just a shorter day today. I think I came in at 9:30 and it's about 4 now, so I have pretty much done a full day, almost a full day in here, and I'm getting really, really tired now and I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to go home and cook some chips and eat them as well. That's what I'm going to do.
Spiders are hiding in my mind like lightning in clouds, dividing and fighting, begging to be let out. What more can you ask for? You've made of me your long lost brother, so how can I be all that you want me to be? I'm your doctor and your lover. Well, you are standing in blood. You constantly time, and you are so worried. All your ups and your downs. Wait for my fears and my frown. You call every place